A dealership will charge you $150 to diagnose a smell in your car that a $2 bottle of spray disinfectant can fix in about 5 minutes. Most people never find that out because they either live with the smell or trade the car in early. Here are 7 fixes like that, cheap, fast, and sitting in your house right now. Number 1. The AC smell. That musty odor that hits you the second the fan turns on is mold, growing on the evaporator core where moisture sits after every drive and never fully dries. Shops will sometimes quote $200 or more to pull the dash apart and clean that unit by hand. Before you pay that, find the fresh air intake vents at the base of your windshield right where the wipers sit. Turn the AC to max, switch it to fresh air mode instead of recirculation, and spray a can of disinfectant straight into those vents. The fan pulls the spray back through the ducts and hits the mold at the source, instead of just masking it. Crack the windows while you do this so the smell has somewhere to go. Check your cabin air filter too, since a dirty one causes the exact same symptom, and swapping it costs about $15 in 5 minutes. If the smell keeps coming back after all that, the evaporator drain is probably clogged, and that part actually does need a technician. Number 2. Battery corrosion. Open the hood and look at the terminals. If you see a white or blue crust building up, that's corrosion, and it's not just ugly, it's resistance. And resistance means a weaker connection between your battery and everything that needs power from it. A lot of people pay for a new battery, when the real problem was corroded terminals killing the connection the whole time. Turn the engine off, put on gloves, and pour a small amount of regular soda onto the terminal. The acid in it breaks the corrosion down in about 2 minutes. Scrub it with an old toothbrush, rinse it completely with water, and let it dry before you close the hood. A thin layer of petroleum jelly on the terminals afterwards slows the corrosion from coming back. This is a temporary fix, not a permanent one, so if it's building up every few weeks, a real battery terminal cleaner from the auto parts store is worth the $10. And number 3. The steering wheel. Vinyl and rubber wheels dry out over years of sun exposure the same way leather does, and eventually they crack right where your hands grip the most. A full rewrap at a shop can run $300 or higher depending on the car. Put a small amount of petroleum jelly on a microfiber cloth, work it into the dry spots in slow circles, and let it sit for a full minute before buffing it off completely with a second dry cloth. Done right, the wheel feels softer and more flexible without turning slick under your hands. Skip this on Alcantara or high-end leather wheels, since not every material handles petroleum jelly the same way plastic and vinyl do. Check your owner's manual first if you're not sure what your wheel is made of. Number 4. Window resets. If your power window is stuck halfway, or the one-touch function stopped working, that's usually not a dead motor. It's the control module losing its memory of where the window's fully open and fully closed positions are, which happens after a dead battery, a battery disconnect, or even a bad voltage drop. Lower the window all the way, hold the switch down for 3 more seconds after it stops, then raise it all the way and hold the switch up for 3 more seconds after that. That relearns the window's position and fixes the glitch on most vehicles for free in under 10 seconds. Some cars use a slightly different sequence, so check the manual if the first try doesn't work. Quick note: none of this is sponsored. I'm not selling anything here, just things that have actually saved people money. If that's useful, consider subscribing, because there are 2 more spots left where the same $5 item fixes 2 totally different problems. Number 5. Chattering wipers. If your wiper blades are clean but still juddering across the glass, the problem usually isn't the blade at all. It's the metal pivot joints where the wiper arms move, drying out over time until they stick instead of moving smoothly. Skip grease here, since it collects dirt and makes the sticking worse over time. Instead, rub a dry bar of soap directly onto the hinge points. Then move the arms back and forth a few times to work it into the joint. The soap works as a dry lubricant that cuts resistance without attracting grime. Once the joints move freely, the chatter usually disappears within a few passes. If it doesn't, the blades themselves might be the real problem. Number 6. Dirty wiper blades. Before you spend $20 on new blades, check if they're just dirty. Road film, pollen, and dried washer fluid build up on the rubber edge the same way they build up on your glass, just slower, so you don't notice it until visibility gets bad. Lift the arm and run a bar of the regular soap along the rubber edge itself, not the hinge this time. Wipe the residue off with a damp cloth until the rubber looks clean, then repeat on the other blade. Most people see less streaking within a few wipes. If the rubber is actually cracked or hardened, no amount of cleaning brings it back, and at that point, the blades are cheap enough that replacing them makes more sense than fighting it. Number 7. Night glare. Your windshield can look spotless in daylight and then turn every headlight into a starburst the second the sun goes down. That's not dirt on the outside of the glass. It's a thin film building up on the inside, made of dashboard outgassing, fingerprints, and residue left behind from cleaners, and in this case, the soap from the last 2 fixes. Regular glass cleaner just smears that film around instead of cutting through it, which is why the streaking never fully goes away. Mix equal parts white vinegar and water in a spray bottle, spray the inside of the windshield, and wipe it down with a clean microfiber towel until the glass feels smooth instead of slick. One pass usually strips the whole film at once. Headlights look sharper at night after this, and the glare that makes oncoming traffic exhausting to look at eases up considerably. Just keep the vinegar mix away from infotainment screens and any window tint that isn't rated for it, since vinegar can damage certain tint films over time. I have 7 fixes, all under $5, all under 5 minutes, and most of them use stuff you already own. If you've tried any of these already, let me know in the comments which one actually worked for you. And if there's an 8th one you swear by that I missed, subscribe if this saved you a shop visit.